As if having a negative charisma stat wasn't bad enough, I regret to inform you that the huntsman spider grows up to 30 centimeters in size.
Australia! Stop! No! What is the matter with you? The world does not need more of your oogly booglies. Stop making new ones! And I don't want to hear, oh, it's a tiny bugger, ain't he? No, it's not! Mr. Australia! Cut the didgeridoo crap and make the creature digitally dead! No! That's literally the worst! Hi. My name is Master Sky, and welcome to Australia! We have, oh god! But don't worry, there's also some, Jesus Christ! You know, maybe the next picture will make me feel better. That does not make me feel better. But don't worry, it only gets worse from here on out. Yippee! But before we begin, please guys, for me, subscribe to the channel and stick around to the end. Now let's get right into it, shall we?
This spider can remove your limbs.
No! Why? You have 8 legs! I only have 2!
But how? Introducing the brown recluse. No!
Why do we have to start with the spiders?
A prime example of don't judge a book by its cover. Because despite only coming in at a huge 2 centimeters in length,
I'm good. If I see that, take me to Jesus. I've seen enough down here.
The equivalent of default character customization. This little is a level 500 rot build that gives Melania a run for her money. You see,
I am the Buddha, Blade of Australia, and I've never known defeat.
A bite from a recluse starts in the most American way possible. With your
okay, no, tell me something. Why does a spider have a poison bolt? Why do you have to damage over time it? Like, that's just spite. You're not a spider, you're a spiter. Stop! Go get some help. Go see a therapist.
Stepping foot onto his private property.
We don't need this.
To exercise his Second Amendment rights.
Oh god.
But considering a spider can't really hold a gun, he's gonna settle on biting your ass. Now,
was that the bite of 87?
You smack him away. All's well. There is just one small
Why isn't there an Australian Spider-Man? I need to see that.
Problem.
Oh god!
Congratulations, you are now the proud owner of necrotic venom coursing through your veins, which at first does nothing. You walk back to your house, the bite starts to stink.
I don't know about you, but that's what I'll look like when I walk back to my house.
A little more. You feel sick.
Oh god.
The wound swells.
No.
And the
No.
around the bite
No.
burst,
No.
turning it a deep red. Over the next few days, that color shifts.
Black.
Red to purple.
Oh, that's
to
better.
black.
No! He said the thing! He said the thing! What is the most horrifying creature in Australia? It has to be the spiders, right? Please tell me there's nothing worse than the giant spiders with a poison bolt! The spiters! Cause they kill you out of spite!
Destroys and kills the surrounding tissue in a process called necrosis. This causes the skin
we're not going to look that up.
literally rot and fall off of your body. And if you don't catch it in time, that rot's gonna spread.
Why?
If you're lucky, it'll only make you violently ill and leave scarring.
Tell me why? Why do you have to inflict scarlet rot? You have to eat the prey. I'm guessing you don't like goopy rotting prey.
If you're unlucky, it just keeps spreading and venom starts to destroy your blood cells and shut your organs down. Now, there's kind of only one solution to that, but you weren't using that arm anyway, right?
Australians have to be the coolest people ever if they all had robot arms.
This isn't a spider. It's a
snake. Good! Oh, that's not good!
Introducing the Iranian spider-tailed hornfly.
Even the snakes are doing spider things! Pick a lane! Stop it!
As the name suggests, native to Iran, and you are all probably wondering why the f this snake
Iran, out of Australia.
Of the average Australian resident to his tail. The answer is food. You see, every known snake species is a predator. Some eat Bambi, others eat Remy, and the spider tail, not unlike myself, absolutely fucking loves KFC. Birds famously tend to fly, and last I checked, nope, ropes don't have wings.
You say that, but like, I bet you in like 1 year, we're going to find a new species of snake that has wings. Or even worse, propellers. Gubba 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 spiders.
So,
snakes.
How does this viper get his zinger box? The answer is again, food.
Uber
You
Eats.
see, birds eat insects, and the spider tail knows this. So rather than trying to chase his prey down, this lazy fucker has evolved the evolutionary equivalent of DoorDash. You see, when a viper feels like a meal, it'll start the hunt by finding.
Do you know what this spider reminds me of? Do you guys know that snake guy from Rango with like the Gatling gun on his tail? This is that snake.
Outcrop to curl up on like a couch. And due to the camouflage on his scales, this snake becomes practically invisible. Once he's nice and cozy, he begins to slowly wiggle his tail back and forth in front of his face,
that motion
mimicking
though.
the motion of an insect. Think of this as him placing his Uber Eats order. Meanwhile, up in the air, our undercooked chicken tender is flying around when... Holy shit!
No, don't do it!
A free meal! What a delectable bug, just sitting there on that rock. And so, Tweety Birdie swoops down to grab himself an insect Happy Meal. And just as he's about to reach his meal...
No! The bird! Well, it's an Australian bird, so it's fine.
Australia's scariest spider is hiding a deep secret.
Keep it hidden! Keep it hidden! I don't need to know it!
But what is it? Well, introducing the...
I think I've seen this one before.
Native to the land down under and the #1 cause of tourists absolutely shitting themselves on camera.
I hate them!
In defense of...
If I go to Australia, I need a shotgun.
Tourists, I will be the
Not for the spiders, for myself.
first to admit, yeah, this looks scarier than a f***ing job application. Those gangly ass legs and the
God.
hair make him look like Slender Man's testicle. Now, as if having a negative charisma stat wasn't bad enough, I regret to inform you that the huntsman spider grows up to 30 f***ing centimeters in size.
Australia! Stop! No! What is the matter with you? What is this? The world does not need more of your oogly booglies. Stop making new ones. And I don't want to hear, oh, it's a tiny bugger, ain't he? No, it's not, Mr. Australia. Cut the Cut the didgeridoo crap and make the creature digitally dead.
Making it the largest spider on the planet by leg span and legally allowing Subway to market him as a foot long. Now, being the spider equivalent of a Ford F-150, you'd think he'd have the common decency to be slow, you know, tank build. Unfortunately, the huntsman is f***ing turbocharged.
No! That's literally the worst! Why?
Now, it's usually at this point in the video that I would inform you that he is also highly venomous.
Oh, yeah, of course, why not?
However, that's his big secret. The huntsman is a big sweetheart. You see, despite their secret, huntsmen are incredibly timid, and on the rare occasion they do bite, their venom is harmless. In fact, seeing one of these bad boys in your house is a blessing in disguise, because if you see a huntsman in your home, I guarantee you won't see any annoying ass flies or mosquitoes, because he's eaten them.
Look, I hate mosquitoes like the plague. But mosquitoes aren't the size of my hand!
You see, he understands
I gotta be honest.
he should be paying rent, and so he contributes to the household in pest control.
God. I will just buy pest control. I'm sorry, I'm not having a giant enemy spider living in my house.
Personally have had one of these bad boys as an 8-legged roommate, and I can tell you, they're pretty good company. Except for the part where they cause car crashes. Yeah, you see, huntsmen like to hide in tight spaces.
Oh, God, no!
And they do it by flattening out their body to
Oh, wait,
the gap.
I remember this.
Now, in the house, that usually means you'll just find them behind a painting, but when you're flying down the highway at 110k an hour and decide to flip down the sun visor because God is trying to flashbang you, yeah, they like to sleep.
God! It's over. Like, yeah, I'm gone.
In there, and you've just dropped one into your lap. Now, whatever you do,
stop,
if you see this thing T-pose, run. Using the anteater,
I can take that.
little
Oh, it's an anteater.
Creature native to Brazil.
Surely it's not that
why
bad.
the absolute stance on
Surely.
this bad boy is a threat to your health. You're going to have to understand a little about his lifestyle first. Now, listen, I know this may come as a shock to you, but the anteater eats ants. And weighing 40
way.
and 1.8 meters in length, it needs to consume upwards of 40,000 ants per day. Now, in order to help him hit his bulking goals, the anteater has a mystery mouse tool stored inside that XL sniffer. A 60 centimeter long tongue.
So it's a straw with a built-in straw. Australia, what the frick is going on?
Designed to snake its way down an ant colony's tunnel network, smash into their living room, and abduct the entire cast of Bug's life and convert them into a high-calorie meal. However, what that tongue do only goes so far, as an ant colony can extend up to 4 meters underground, and termites live in high-rises, which means our boy here is going to have to do a little excavation to get to the
dig!
But last I checked, an anteater can't go down to Bunnings and buy a shovel. So how does he dig? Oh, that's simple. With the combat knives he has for claws. Yeah, anteaters are permanently cosplaying Freddy Krueger with a set of 4-inch claws, which, proving the effectiveness of a few inches, can crack through.
He speaks the truth.
Through f***ing concrete. Now, these are great for digging.
You eat ants! Why do you wield combat knives? What are you gonna play CSGO? Stop it!
Well, I'll flatlining you. When threatened, the anteater will rear up into a defensive T-pose. This is your sign, if you are smart, to turn around
and run
all the way off. If, however, you were, say, some dumbass trophy hunter who really felt the need to try and stab an animal for no reason other than ego, the anteater will swipe at you with those claws, which are at the perfect height to nail your inner thigh, slip through your flesh like butter, and sever your femoral artery, causing you to bleed out in 2 minutes while the anteater watches you go meet your ancestors. Can you imagine having to explain to your ancestors who felled woolly mammoths you got your packed up by the most unserious creature on the planet hitting a T-pose?
Look, to be fair, it's a straw with a built-in straw that plays Valorant, so it's not my fault that wields karambit knives.
Dolphins get drunk.
Dolphins are so evil. Oh my god. People like to romanticize dolphins. Dolphins are horrifying.
But why? Well, you see, the dolphin is by far and away the smartest animal in the ocean. In fact, they're actually the second smartest thing on the planet, just behind you and me. This means...
Really? Dolphins are the second smartest? Huh.
They are smart enough to understand that the ideal way to spend your night is more plastered than Chad and Max on your average Cold Ones episode. There is just one problem. Last I checked, there's no bottle-o in Bikini Bottom. So how does a dolphin get fired for all? Simple. They abuse pufferfish. You see, due to the lack of underwater alcohol, dolphins need to find other ways to get their fix, which is where SpongeBob's driving instructor comes in.
Honestly, dolphins getting drunk is the most Aussie thing I've ever heard.
You see, pufferfish contain this really cool and totally not dangerous substance,
neurotoxins.
Tetrodotoxin. What is
tetrodotoxin?
Yeah. You know, it's only one of the most potent natural neurotoxins on the fucking planet. This shit will freeze you.
Can we talk about pufferfish for a minute? Spiders have like venom and can shoot like sticky webs. Snakes have lightning speed and venom. Eagles have like can fly and sharp talons. Pufferfish was like, nah, I'm a balloon. It's your own fault for that. Evolution kind of knocked you over, man.
Heart and lungs in under an hour with a tiny dose. And it's the reason why cooking a pufferfish requires a dexterity check so you don't, hit the poison gland and get yourself deleted.
Ooh. I need to play ball skate again.
Puffers carry this as a defense mechanism as poison accumulates in their organs and skin. Why is that important? Well, you see, I kind of lied. Dolphins don't get drunk. They get high on neurotoxin. Pods of dolphins will bully pufferfish until they inflate, then partake in a literal puff-puff pass. By lightly squeezing the puffer in their mouth, they receive a small dose of neurotoxin, which has a narcotic effect, allowing Flipper here to trip balls before passing the unhappy basketball onto the next submarine stoner.
Watching dolphins be like, yo, pass the blunt, is not what I thought I would witness when I woke up today, gotta be honest.
Flipper and friends saw the deadliest neurotoxin on the planet and said, fuck it, let me try some of that. Dolphin?
Didn't we do the same thing with capsaicin?
Most snails aren't scary, except for this one. This one's Australian.
Of course it's Australian, God! No! Why?
Cone snail, an aquatic mollusk native to the land down under. And as seems to be the requirement when sharing your postcode with a kangaroo, you guessed it. It can quite easily cause your neck snap to be in a coffin.
Of course it has toxins, doesn't it?
This bad boy right here. You see, despite most snails having a reputation for being slow goobers that get folded by a salt shaker, the cone snail is a highly effective ambush predator. And you may be wondering, how the fuck does a creature that moves slower than the GTA 6 development cycle hunt anything? Well, that's simple.
Wait, it hunts? Wait! The snail hunts! Explain! Lord above, explain!
That's right, Gary's murderous little cousin here is a roadhog, mate.
What?
And he hunts by slowly but surely stalking up on his prey until he's just within range, and then BANG! The cone snail does a quarter
So this goddamn snail turns into a foxy jump scare. Australia has a snail that's a FNAF jump scare. Are you shitting me?
Spitting out a tooth harpoon at 90 kilometers a hour. Underwater of all places. This harpoon then nails its prey, allowing them to reel it in like he's playing Scorpion.
Get over here!
And in case that wasn't bad enough, as seems to be a requirement for
neurotoxins. Don't say neurotoxins.
It's venomous. That harpoon also injects its prey with a highly potent neurotoxin that paralyzes it. This means it cannot put up a fight as it is sucked into the snail's ginormous maw like a nightmarish version of Kirby. And, just in case you thought for once you might be safe, cone snail venom is potent enough to kill 700 people with one sting. Oh yeah, and there's no anti-venom. Because it's not enough that it can kill me. No, I have to die knowing there is zero counterplay. Wait, who balanced this
They gave the snail a one-shot. The snail! The oogly boogly slow moving snail they gave a one-shot to, okay.
The shrimp can cause explosions.
I'm done. I'm done. I am freaking Australia. I can't.
Main goal is to blow up.
Introducing the mantis shrimp, native to the West Indo-Pacific Ocean and possibly the coolest crustacean under the sea, because this fluorescent armored sausage is actually a voracious, bloodthirsty predator rocking enough surveillance equipment to scare the CIA with a weapon powerful enough to surpass Metal Gear.
Its eyes look really weird.
The mantis shrimp is a highly effective predator, and they find and track their prey with easily the most advanced set of eyes on the
planet. Good. That's so scary.
Each of these eye stalks can rotate independently like a periscope, giving them a full 360 degrees of vision. However, more importantly, they can see colors we can't. You see,
can you imagine that? They can see colors we can't. Yo, dude, you ever seen Blurple? It's really cool, I swear.
The mantis shrimp's eyes contain a full 15 photoreceptor cones compared to our 3. Which is a fancy way of saying they can see in 16K HDR with ray tracing enabled at 500 render distance.
Oh my PC.
Now, not only is the visual...
I want to make a cone... what's this thing called? The mantis shrimp. I wanted to play Minecraft with the ray tracing.
Clarity unmatched, they can also see into the infrared and ultraviolet light spectrums. And despite all of this, they still can't find who asked. What they can, however, find is their next meal. The mantis shrimp subsists on a diet of fish, worms, squidward, and, most importantly, Mr. Krabs. Now, crabs famously exist inside of a defensive shell. So, how does
what is that?
Little gentleman?
What? Is this the new SpongeBob?
Crabs famously exist inside of a defensive
that is horrible.
shell. So, how
I
does
hate
this
that.
polite little gentleman break into the shell? Simple. He throws hands. That's right, weighing in at only 90 grams and 38 centimeters in length, the mantis shrimp has a punch that produces 15,000 newtons of force. That is 176 per gram. So if a human was capable of that same kind of force, a right hook from someone who weighs 80 kilo
would go through them.
Hit in the face with 6 sticks of dynamite. Now, to produce that force, its claw needs to be moving at 83 kilometers an hour, which is so fast it creates a vacuum in the water called a cavitation bubble, which then immediately collapses at such a speed it creates a mini explosion.
So these animals either went like, alright, neurotoxins, poison, or literal hands
that flashbangs the target.
I don't know which is worse.
Reaches a temperature hotter
than
the surface
actually.
of the sun. Mr. Krabs is getting disintegrated.
Money.
This is honestly horrifying. However, I think that's enough trauma for today. So, if you'd like to see more pans, let me know in the comments below. I can't talk today. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.
Hi. If you like this video, then please be sure to like, comment and subscribe to the channel. We also stream every Friday on Twitch at twitch.tv/themassersky. Or if you really love me, wink wink, then come support us on Patreon at patreon.com/mastersky to stay up to date with all of our new projects. And we also have a Discord server. We're looking for new members, so come say hey. Looking forward to seeing you there. Bye bye.